Now, it's all very well offering Tom all that Japanese horsepower, John, but don't forget there are some homegrown performance bargains. In badge terms, only Tom's Alpha can rival this mark. With a heritage that dates back to the 1920s, the MG ZT was launched in 2001 as the flagship of a revived MG range. Based on the civilised Rover 75 saloon, the more aggressive ZT packs the punch to confirm its place as a serious sports saloon. The model we have here is the ZT190. Its 2.5 litre V6 engine produces 190 brake horsepower, enough to propel it to 60 in under 8 seconds and onto a top speed of 140 miles an hour. There are a whole range of engines, from a 120 brake horsepower 1.8 litre petrol to the range-topping 190 brake horsepower 2.5 litre V6. There's even a performance diesel ZT. For extra practicality, MG sell a touring model. By the way, that's estate for the rest of us. And for those who think 190 brake horsepower is a bit wimpy, a rear-wheel drive V8 engine ZT is released in the coming months. Don't get too excited though, it will be some time until these cars are available on the second-hand market. Now, we thought Tom would probably like more power, so that's why we've chosen out this 2.5 litre V6. This is the MG ZT 190 brake horsepower, so there is plenty of poke there. 0 to 60 time is under 8 seconds, top speed of 140 miles an hour, and it sounds pretty good. I like the slightly meaty exhaust note that comes from the rear of the car. It sounds quite smart. Slick 5-speed gearbox. It's a very comfortable car to drive. It's got a sporty suspension setup, of course, over the standard 75, but it's not too harsh. You know, I think Rover have done a pretty good job with the MG range that they've produced, and that's across the entire range too. And this ZT appeals to a completely different market. For some, they might want the comfort and the luxury of the ordinary Rover 75. For others, well, they want something a little bit different, something that's sporty. ZT prices range from just over £7,500 for an early 2.5 litre petrol 160 to £14,500 for a 2002 190 brake horsepower 2.5 litre V6 like we're driving here. So Tom's £15,000 should get him one of the best. The ZT is definitely a car for traditionalists, a great British badge, worn by one of the few true British cars around these days, sad to say. If it was my £15,000, I know what I'd be spending it on, but it's not. So let's see what Tom thinks of the ZT.